One of the biggest, most frustrating challenges when you're looking at charts is trying to figure out what's a real significant move and what's just, well, meaningless noise. So today, we're going to give you a super simple, totally objective tool to bring some serious clarity to your analysis. Have you ever just stared at a price chart, kind of like this one, and felt completely overwhelmed? I mean, all those wiggles, the ups and downs, it just looks chaotic, right? And you're left asking yourself, is this the start of a real reversal? Or is it just another little blip that doesn't mean anything? It is a really frustrating place to be.
And the root of this whole problem really is subjectivity. If you don't have a clear set of rules, one person can look at a chart and see a downtrend, while someone else sees it going sideways. That kind of guesswork, it just leads to inconsistent results, and let's be honest, a ton of second guessing.
But what if? What if there was a way to just cut right through all that confusion? A simple, really powerful, and completely objective rule to define what actually matters on a chart. Well, guess what? There is. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. The three-candle protocol. Okay, let's dive into this. It's kind of wild that a technique this powerful really just boils down to one simple number. 3. That's it. This number right here is going to be your new filter for seeing the market with absolute precision. So what is the three-candle protocol exactly? Well, think of it like this. It's a rule that says for any potential turning point in the market to be taken seriously, to be considered valid, it must be followed by a pullback of at least 3 candles. The whole point is to draw a really clear line in the sand between the major market structure, the stuff that matters, and all that minor distracting noise. All right, enough theory. Let's actually put this thing into practice. We're going to start by learning how to spot a valid swing high. That's a significant peak in the market. It's a really simple 3-step process. First, you just find the candle with the highest peak in a move. But, and this is the most important part, you don't do anything yet. You have to wait. You need to see 3, count them, 1, 2, 3, consecutive candles form after that high point, and each one needs to have a high that is lower than the one before it. Once you get that third candle, boom, that's it. You now have a confirmed, valid swing high. Now, the really beautiful thing about this is that we can take that exact same logic and just flip it upside down. The same elegant, simple rule that helps us find the peaks can also help us find the significant troughs or bottoms in the market. So, how do we find a valid swing low? You guessed it. First, you spot the candle with the absolute lowest point in a move. Then you wait and you watch for 3 consecutive candles to form right after it. But this time, each one has a low that is higher than the one before it. As soon as that third candle closes, your swing low is confirmed. It's methodical, it's objective, and you can do it over and over again. So, now that we have the rules down, let's see how this all comes together. You now literally have the tools to do something pretty amazing, to take a chart that looks like pure chaos and transform it into a clear, understandable map of the market's real structure. And here's the bottom line. On one side, you have major structure. These are the swing points that follow our 3-candle rule, and they tell you that a significant turn might be happening. And on the other side, you have minor noise. These are all the little jiggles and insignificant pullbacks that don't meet our criteria. With this rule, you now have permission to just completely ignore them. And this is where the magic happens. Remember that messy, confusing chart from the very beginning? Well, look at it now. By applying the 3-candle rule, we've just sliced right through all that noise to reveal the true market structure. Those valid swing highs and swing lows, they're now perfectly clear. It's not a mess anymore. It's a story. So let's just do a real quick recap of the key takeaways here. This entire process is about choosing objectivity over just guessing. The 3-candle rule is your mechanical filter. It helps you define the major structure, filter out all that market noise, and lets you identify clear, actionable swing highs and lows. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Armed with a simple but really powerful protocol, the next time you pull up a chart, it's not going to be just a bunch of random lines anymore. You'll actually have the ability to read its underlying structure. So the real question is, what story is your chart telling you now?